Jerome Jones, man, what's good with you? How you feeling, bro? The shoe gazeman. What's happening, man? Salute to you. Man, I ain't really doing too much, man. I'm just chilling at the crib, um, washing some clothes. It's a beautiful Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. Shout out Jeremiah, my young Detroit player. What's good with you, man? What's new? How trucking treating you? Yeah, man, just enjoying this day, man. I just got back off the road today. No, like 3 o'clock this morning. I got back to the yard. I ain't even man, I was so tired. I ain't even get in the car and come home. I just pulled up in the yard and just went to sleep and woke up probably like around 9 or 10 this morning and came on home. Went to the gym, same old stuff. But I'm just taking it easy right now, man. Just washing some clothes. I ain't got to go back out on the road till Monday night. So I got the whole weekend. Think I'm gonna have to do something. Chilling in West Virginia, delivering a load tomorrow morning in PA. That's what's up. What you on your 10? M, you done work for now? Yeah. Yeah. I don't go back to work to Monday. Yep, yep, yep. Jeremiah, would you ever have kids? I'm not against it. I'm not against having shorties. Uh you know what? I don't really, since you asked about that, I don't really talk about it. Never really brought it up, but I had a shorty. My shorty passed away 12 years ago. My son passed away 12 years ago. So, uh, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never against having kids, but after my son, we tried to have another one with, you know what I'm saying, with the woman that I was involved with. She ended up having a miscarriage, and just sometime after that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and just focus on me. Just other stuff that we had going, other stuff that was going on in life. But I was just like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and just focus on me. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I've been focusing on me for a long time. But no, I'm not against having kids. You know what? I'm at that point now where I would like to have some kids, bro. But it's just like, man, I don't know, dog. I don't like. I just don't like what's going on in the world today. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Shit, the word this weekend, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go probably go kick it with my parents, man, because earlier this week was my birthday, actually. I think Tuesday. So I didn't get a chance to do nothing on my birthday, but I told my folks I was gonna come check them out, man. We still carry the little same tradition that we was doing when I was a kid, man. My pops, take us out for a little bite to eat. So I'm gonna go get them they time. But birthdays, they like any other day to me. Really. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I look at life, like any day can be my birthday. When I hop on the plane and take trips and stuff like that, man, that feel good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think a little different, but yeah, I'm gonna go kick it with my parents this weekend. I'm probably let me see, probably go check them out tomorrow. You know, take it easy. Probably have a cigar and a drink or something like that. We ain't really doing too much. Uh, okay, cool, cool. Doing the 10. Can you explain taxes for owner op? Best thing I would the shoegaze, man, the best thing about taxes, man, what I did, you know what I'm saying? Uh get you a CPA. Find you a good CPA in your area And even before you become an owner op, before you get a truck, make sure you build a relationship with a CPA. And I honestly, I would tell you to start studying, just start looking up stuff on taxes. You know what I'm saying? Simple. Like, I don't know if you use Chat GPT, Google, but just Google information on taxes. You got stuff on YouTube that'll break down taxes. Like, it's more stuff that I understand about taxes right now than I did before. So first things first, get you a CPA. Um, I would recommend, I would say learn how to do them yourself, but I don't do them myself. So I'm not gonna try to push that because I do have a CPA. But since I've been an owner op, I have learned to grow and to understand a little bit more about taxes because I had some tax debt. And man, I was like 14, yeah, about 13, 14,000 in tax debt. You know what I'm saying? From last year. I got $1,500 more dollars in knockoff. So yeah, you gotta stay with them taxes, family. Cold Fear, salute to you, bro. God bless you too, man. Run DJC, lots of game and inspiration. Your channel keep doing your thing. Side note, the masculine book you was talking about was 300. Ooh. Ooh, that's a valuable book. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Uh yeah, yeah, the masculine man, that's a great book. I got a small little library, man. I do read, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest though. Ever since 2009, when I first got my first account on Facebook, it seemed like I haven't, I still read, but it seemed like I don't read avidly. I'm trying to think about the word, but it seemed like my reading slowed down ever since I started messing with social media, man. Social media is a mother. But yeah, another book that goes alongside with the masculine is Awakening the Master Feminine. Feminine. It's a good book to read too. It's good to be well rounded. But damn, $300. I think I probably paid like 40 or $50 for my book. That's crazy. Man, that's tough, brother. Keep your head up. It take a while to get over something like that. Yeah, yeah. You'll never get, you know what I'm saying? Everybody more different. Uh what can you say? What can you say is life. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. That's something that you can't even like I've went through burying a child. If I was to see somebody lose their child today, I still wouldn't know what to say to them because you can't. It's like no words can be spoken. Only thing you can do to somebody like and me in that case, and I see somebody that go through this, if they was to go through the same thing that I went to, all I can do is just hug them. No words, because you can't. It ain't nothing you can say to nobody. You know what I'm saying? In that situation, man, all you can do is just hug them and just let that energy, let that person know that you understand. But yeah, yeah. But besides that, life is good though. Jeremiah Joe, why you always say Virginia a scary place for truckers? I'm local. Say Virginia? I ain't never said that. Have I? It, remind me. You're gonna have to unpack that. I don't really remember saying that. Money giver. What's good with you, man? Salute. Oh, M, okay. M, it is Virginia. Okay, M probably a content creator. Chris, what is your language, mama? I don't understand that one. Ink 109 UK, yo from London. Shout out to you. M, birthday don't mean nothing once you an adult. You right? It don't. I mean, it's cool when they come, but you know what I'm saying? I celebrate when I had a time to celebrate and live real life. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? 30 CJ Beast. Are you from America? What you think? Mm. Adam the Ghost, good to see you. Hope you doing good, man. Yeah, man, I'm cooling, man. Cooling. Yeah, this geezer guy, I don't know what you're talking about, fam. I don't know if you're referring to me or referring to somebody else, but I had no idea what you're talking about. Howard's prison. I don't know what you're talking about. But what's good, man? Y'all shoot, man. Y'all got some questions. What's good, man? I'm just on here, killing some time. I ain't really doing too much. Sitting in homie said Howard's prison. Mm. Trucking. Trucking make you depressed? I'm trying to hurry up and finish this degree. I feel you. I feel you. I can't tell nobody how to feel. You know what I'm saying? That's part of what my channel is about, just helping people with the mindset and just trying to give people another perspective to look at things. Some people, they get into trucking, they want to do trucking because this is what they really want to do. Some people just want to get in and out. I mean, use trucking for what it's worth. My thing is just don't let trucking use you and you don't get nothing up out of it. But I feel you say trucking. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. Trucking never made me feel depressed. I never felt like that. But if trucking made you feel that way, then you have to make sure that you getting what you need to be getting out of trucking. That means you need to be focused and you need to be executing what you working towards and the reason why you out here. Sometimes you got to keep trucking on. Slow bucks is better than no bucks. Adam the Ghost. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's definitely my journey, you know what I'm saying? It's slow. Really, actually, man, like my channel, it ain't really too much exciting about my channel. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm trucking. Um, and I'm taking my time and taking the scenic route. You dig what I'm saying? I don't have no flash in the pan antics, to where every other day is something going on. No, it's pretty much the same old thing every day. It ain't really too much exciting, and just going with the motions and sticking to the plan. But sometimes things take time. Things take time, but long as you making progress along the way, or as I've been told, man, if you're trying to get to Mount Everest, as long as every step that you take is going in that direction, you're gonna get to where you're going. Trucking making you depressed at 23. Hey, I remember I was depressed at the age of 25 because I felt like I couldn't I felt like I wasn't where I wanted to be. And when I look back on it, there was no reason to be depressed. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, man, there's no reason for you to be depressed, bro. Uh, you got plenty of time. You know what I'm saying? So if you focusing and doing what you're supposed to be doing right now, things will get better in the future, man. Trust me. Trust me. You'll get paid a lot to truck from Europe to USA. I don't know. But I don't really want to do no trucking nowhere else. I'm gonna go ahead and keep my trucking in the States. I do commercial heating and cooling system, but my uncle drives trucks and he makes very, very good money. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Your birthday was July 10th. So what you is, a Cancer? What you end up doing for your birthday, bro? Even with the tariffs, enough money in every industry. The shoegaze, man, yeah. Even with the tariffs, yeah. The money, yeah, we going through some shifts in society and the economy, but it's gonna always be room for people to get money if you can think and move and do things a certain way, you will get to the money. Period. Black Jesus, Trump or Biden, love. I don't really. Mm, I definitely wasn't messing with Biden. Jeremiah, you said I took this ungrateful girl out for my birthday. See, not big homie got to talk to little homie. Got to talk not. Let me take that back. Not little, young homie. Uh, you out of pocket, young homie. She should have been taking you out for your birthday. She should have been taking you out. Did she? Or is you just wording that wrong? Did you really take her out for your birthday? Because she should have been taking you out. The shoegazeman, the union's not folding for nobody. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We've been hearing it for a long time. Trucking need unions, but man, there's so much money in trucking, man. Uh, it's so much money, and I'm not the smartest person, but it seems like it's so much money in trucking, man. Trucking is really like the drivers. That's why I go so hard in preaching. Like, man, we gotta have a plan. We gotta know why we in this, so we can get something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, we can gain something of value because they getting some of value off our backs, off top, and this industry is set up to take advantage of the driver, fam. It's set up that way. They do not care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's just business. It's a hard reality to accept, but yeah, they don't. It's gonna be business first with a lot of these places, man, or in the industry. So yeah, trucking ain't allowing no union. Terrell V. Politics as usual. Yep, yep. Jeremiah never again. Yeah, man. On your birthday, especially if she knows it's your birthday. Um, See, that's something I be wanting. I be so stuck on trucking. 'Cause there's a whole bunch of stuff I be wanting to talk about on my channel that I'm going to. I just be having so many trucking topics. We could talk about chicks, life. Don't ever do that again. You know what I'm saying? Like a chick that really like you, that's really rocking with you. She knew it was your birthday. She's gonna be doing stuff for you. I don't think a lot of people realize, man. Women spend money too. Everybody talk about men being tricks. Women trick too. They just don't trick sloppily like men do. When men got money, we just generally, I'm not saying me or you, but I'm just saying in general, men just trick. That's how we bred to just spend money. Women, they trick too. Don't get it twisted. Women trick. They just trick on the people who they want to trick on, and it's very strategic, but they trick. Jeremiah, this girl I casually talked to, I took her out with me. Yeah, nah, don't do that again. Uh, Tyrell V. Yeah, cutthroat business, man, but you can still. That's why I always talk about the mindset. That's why I always talk about mindset because the mindset is everything, man. Trucking is chess. Trucking is chess for real. It's we not just driving trucks, man. Like your success in trucking is gonna depend on your mindset. Period. Your mindset ain't strong enough. You know what I'm saying? So, and yes, it is cutthroat. It is cutthroat. But we got to learn how to play the game from the position of the strength that we have. That's why I say having a plan, having your mind right, knowing what you want to do, knowing what you want to get up out of this. Big Rick, you right, dog eat dog industry for sure. Corey Jackson is not about the safety. They just get over on the truckers. That's facts. Facts. King Rebel 215. I just got my CDL license, Class A, man. Salute to you. Congratulations, man. I wish you nothing but progress and success on your journey. Jeremiah, I'm going back to Brazil. You been to Brazil? You know what? When I made that video, I ain't forgot. I made that video about the passport bro movement, and you disagree with you said you disagree with everything I said, and I asked you, have you ever been somewhere out the country? You never responded. So now you saying you been to Brazil? You got to fill me in. I ain't know you been to Brazil. You got to let me know something. Rick 2324, you an owner op? Well, I put it this way, because a lot of people argue about that. I've been hearing people argue about this. What's a real owner op? What's the lease owner operator and all this? I have my own truck leased on to a company. So I don't know if you want to call that owner operator, lease operator, but I have my own truck leased on to a company. So take that as you will. King Rebel 215, I'm now hearing all this bad stuff. What happened to the good? As far as what? Trucking? That's why I always say you got to stay focused out here, man. And it's cool to keep up with what's going on, but you got to block out all the noise. It's a lot of noise going on. Trucking been doing this, trucking been doing that. I've been in trucking for 8 years. Now, my journey ain't been perfect, but my trajectory been slowly going up because I don't pay attention to the noise. So, like I say, it's good to keep up with what's going on from a distance, but you can't get too wrapped up. You got to stick to what you doing. Yeah. Shoe game women and men trick. That's a fact. Yes, they do. What bird is a bird? We call it a bird. A bird. Yeah, a bird is a bird. A bird is only a bird because we call it a bird. A bird itself doesn't know it's a bird. Yeah, I don't know what that's referring to, but yeah, you're right. Jeremiah, I'm going back to Brazil. I'm in Portuguese classes. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Keep studying Portuguese. Rick 2324 trucking is not for the weak. You right? It's not. You know, I just made a video about that. The last video that I made, yeah, I was speaking about that, and I had to put certain emphasis on certain things, man. There was a couple people mad at me. Couple people in the comment sections, they was mad. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Trucking is not for the weak. And that's the thing. Like, I don't say certain things to discourage people. I actually say certain things because a person might, because trucking is part of the influence culture right now. So a person might think trucking is some easy lick. And you coming off in the trucking thinking it's gonna be easy. You don't even know what you got yourself into when you really, with the energy that you're gonna have to put in the trucking to make something of it, you could have been putting that into something that you really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And you probably would have a better life. A lot of people get into trucking because they don't have no other choices. A lot of people, they got criminal records getting the trucking because they ain't got no choices. When I got in the trucking, it was other things that I could have done because I don't have a bad criminal record. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no F's on my record. It was other things that I would have done, but I was trying to get to the money. I ain't had time to be going to no schooling at 34 years old. So I'm like, man, okay, what field can I get into? I don't really have no skills. I don't have no trade skill. I don't have a skill besides what I learned when I worked in the casino. Trucking was the best option. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Self-made nation, mindset is key. Facts. That's the only thing. That's mindset is the one factor that separates everybody from everybody. Like I say, I don't believe. I mean, yeah, we have classes. You have low income class, the middle class, the wealthy, but it's all about your mindset because you can easily change your mindset to start transcending levels. You know what I'm saying? Optimistic, hustling hard for that Sprinter van. They ain't gonna go live off the grid. Hey, that's a cool idea, man. Stick to the plan. No heart MO. I take test for my CDL Monday. Hey man, good luck. Make sure you study. Um, yeah, make sure you study, man. J5. I'm in third week training with Swift and had a guy hit my truck while I was next in line to get gas at Love's. I had to file a claim where that it negatively impact my record even though I wasn't at fault. Uh, to be honest, I don't know, but I would think that would be an unpreventable incident because if it's not your fault, it should be unpreventable. Somebody else did that, especially if you were parked. So I don't think it should count against you. I would say off the top of the dome, I don't think it should count against you. You should be straight. Uh, Self-made nation took a 50 to 100K for your truck. Yeah, facts. If you watch my channel, you know that's what I believe. That soon if we need as much money as we can, even before we even get a truck. But most of us, myself included, sometimes we jump the gun. So then we come in the industry, now we got to ride the waves and we got to figure it out. We got to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? We got to rob people. You know what I'm saying? We go through, because let's be honest. I mean, it's people who can do it, but the average person is not going to wait. Average person don't want to be over the road company that long to try to stack up 100K. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that. Most people, realistically, as soon as they get enough to put a down payment and have a couple dollars put to the side for maintenance, they ready to jump in. So I get it. But even when you decide to jump in, just my advice, my suggestion. Oh, I said 100K. That's the thing that owner operators, that's the number that owner operators should be shooting for. Now that may seem astronomical to a lot of people, but you got to realize you're running a business. Having your own truck is a business. It's not a raise. It's not just, oh, I got my own truck, I'm making my own money. You're running a business. And running these trucks costs money. It's so much that come with this. I believe it's worth it if you're doing it right. You know what I'm saying? But I think we should be shooting for 100K. And the reason that I feel like we should be saving up to 100K first is that once you get that 100K, now you got money that will cover your business. Now, whatever other money you make, now you can go play. Now you can go buy the cars that you want. Now you can go buy the jewelry that you want. You know what I'm saying? Or do whatever it is you want to do. But it's kind of hard. It's going to be hard trying to live life and create this life or invest in this and do all this when you got minimal money put to the side for your truck. What if all you got, let me paint this scenario. What if you're a person that want to invest in real estate? So let's say you got your own truck. Let's just say all you got is $10,000 in your maintenance account. You know, and whenever you took out some money, how can I paint this picture? Okay, let's say you went and got some property, right? You bought a property, you had to rehab, you might took money out the bank. Whatever you took out to get that property, you got 10,000 left for your truck. So you get the property, boom, you think it's gonna be this, the cost this, rehab this, and then all of a sudden you find out that you got plumbing problems. Plumbing problems might thousands. You know what I'm saying? They cost you some thousands. But then as soon as you find out you got the plumbing problems, your truck break down. And a truck breakdown can cost anywhere. 10,000 ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think like you have 100,000 if you aim for that to cover your business. Hey, like I say, some people might think that's astronomical. They might think you don't need to do all that. But me, I think that's a good number to keep your business covered. You know what I'm saying? You will always be able to maintain your truck, whatever repairs come. When you have breakdowns, you're not stressing. You know what I'm saying? You have breakdowns. You can just wherever you at, you can be like, well, hey, I'll stay out. Oh, y'all gonna be a week fixing on my truck? Okay. Well, if you like the place where you at, let's say you break down somewhere in Texas. Oh, well, if I broke down in Texas, I'm gonna rent a car. I'm gonna go kick it in Houston. I'm gonna go kick it in Dallas. I'm gonna go to Austin. I'm gonna be buying clothes. I'm gonna be eating good. You know what I'm saying? I got some people who live in Dallas. I'm gonna be kicking it with them, and guess what? I'm gonna put all that on my taxes. So that's how I'm thinking, you know. Tyrell V. Can't separate the yin from the yang. All you can do is adapt, expect the unexpected. For sure. For sure. Unpredictable business. Be on your P's and Q's always. Occupation, had to know when to turn and keep calm. You right. Official West breaking brains, huh? I don't quite know what that means. Unpack that for me. Michael Smith, yo, what's good? Another trucker, man. Chilling, man. Salute to you. El Triple Crowd, throw the baby. I don't know what that means. Optimistic. Sometimes I wonder I'm just low-key crazy. I don't know. Start a YouTube channel. The people in the comment section gonna let you know. Tyrell V, breakdown. Always having to deal with four-wheelers and other truckers. Long ways, wrong directions, weather, construction, all the rest of our traffic. Yeah, but yeah, it is. We get used to it. You get used to it after a while. I think the only thing that makes trucking rough for a lot of people is the lack of money. Whether you're a company driver or whether you're an owner operator, the thing that makes trucking rough is when you ain't got your money right. That's what I think. Jeremiah, my goal is to have my own successful import-export business. Hey, yeah, I remember you saying that before, man. Stick to it. Joe King blaming the Autobots. That's campaign bad. Yeah, I gotta make sure you cook more food. Yeah. The shoegaze, man. What I think about Department of Defense freight. I don't know nothing about that. What's that? That's like government contracts? Shit, that alone, that sounds like money, but I don't really know too much about it. What you think about Department of Defense freight? I might need to go look into that. Who knows? Rick 2324, did you get your truck at Long Mountain? Yes, I did. And I recommend. I think Long Mountain is a cool place to get your truck from. Now, I made a video on this. You know, when you go and buying these used trucks, you have to know that these are used trucks. And these car lots, they're not into spending money to fix your truck. They're going to get your truck DOT ready. They're going to have it shining, looking good, new tires. But they not finna be doing no work. They definitely not finna be doing no work on the DEF. You know what I'm saying? On the after treatment system. So just know, this is why it's important to have money and have your bread stacked up. And you got bread to play with when you going to get a truck, acquire a truck, especially financing one. It's good to have a nice amount of money put to the side. So that way when something go wrong, because things can and will go wrong. You know what I mean? When I first got my truck from Long Mountain, it broke down before I even got home. I drove it from Fort Worth. I was coming from Fort Worth, coming back to Illinois. It broke down before I even got home. Turns out it was a knock sensor for people who understand these parts about the DEF system. Now, some people will be like, oh my God, how can Long Mountain do that to you? They sold you a lemon. Man, that was like 3 years. That was almost 3 years ago. Truck still running. Can't possibly be a lemon. Things go wrong with these trucks, fam. And you have to have money. You have to have your money right to be willing to address things with these trucks. You have to. So I'm not mad at Long Mountain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at them. And I still recommend, like, if that's the route you want to go, I think Long Mountain is legit. They are legit. I own my truck fair and square. I financed my truck for 32 months, and when I made the last payment, phew, they sent me my title. Fair and square. Legit. Well, dog, Randy, make extra money by shipping. Yeah, I'm satisfied if you're eating up most of the income. In America, you'll have enough money. In America, you never have enough money, just my opinion. It can feel like that. But it all depends on how you living, how you spending money. You know, a lot of people try to live their life according to what America, the American dream, or what people in America has told you have to live like. No, you move and you do things at your own pace. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like since I've been in trucking, yes, I've had some rough times. Really, a lot of the turbulence came when I became an owner operator, because that's just the business. But just overall in trucking, financially, man, I've been straight. Just to keep, you know what I'm saying, not even on no bragging. And I know I'm not rich, but I've been able to sustain myself. I've been able to do things for myself, keep myself clean, keep myself fresh. You know what I'm saying? Riding good, riding clean. When it's cold outside, I got heat in the car. When it's hot outside, I got cold AC. Man, I've been able to sustain myself with trucking, fam. So it's all about how you do things. That's why I always preach mindset. Mindset coming into trucking. 50K. Preacher, 50K should be sufficient. I came in with 50K. Put 18 down on the truck, had the rest put to the side. And for the first year, it was going good. You know what I'm saying? First year was going great. Still stacking bread, putting money on top of it. But it was like, man, at the end of that first year, going into 2024, the hell? Yeah, at the end of 2023 going into 24, man, it just kind of started getting bad, man. It was like stuff just was happening back to back to back to back with my truck. And you got to realize when your truck break down, not only do you have to pay for the towing, whatever need to be repaired, but you got to think about the money that you missing out on. You know what I'm saying? Like it get ugly. It can get ugly. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I put it like this, man. I came in with 50 in my first year. Was cool. The only thing, it ain't really a regret, but the one thing that I probably would tweak if I can go back, I wouldn't have spent no money on myself. None. I still was kind of spending money like if I was you know what I'm saying, when I was a company driver, because when you get your own truck, you start your own business, you think that you've leveled up, but really, you still you a company driver, so you really starting off down here. To be honest with you, because everything is on you. So when I became an owner operator, I still was spending money on myself. A little bit. Most of my bread was going to the truck, but man, that first year I probably spent somewhere between $12,000-$15,000 just to me. Just, you know what I'm saying? Uh if I can tweak it, I wouldn't have spent nothing on myself. If I would have been able to foresee how things was gonna go and the way things was happening. But yeah, I guess, you know what I'm saying? 50K got me in the game. So I can't really tell nobody that's not sufficient. I guess it just all depends on you and how your journey go. Because as you run, you should always be adding to it. Facts. Facts. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Sunnyside Solutions. You ever think scale you gonna rock out with one truck? I don't know, dog. I think that's something I have to get over within myself. That's something I have to get. Because you know what? A lot of people think getting out the truck is gonna make life easier, but really you're not physically in the truck. You know what I'm saying? But the responsibility grows exponentially. I don't know if I want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why most of my money is moving forward is going towards investing in things outside of trucking. But I don't know. Who knows? One day, maybe. I don't know. I can't really give you a definite answer on that right now. Cart Can 37. Yes, I do. I do hard hazmat. Jeremiah, do you have any regrets in life? You seem very humble and happy. where you are in life. I'm definitely humble. I'm at peace. I'm not content. I'll never be content. Um, as far as like regrets, you're gonna always be, as you get older, you're gonna look back and be like, man, I wish I could have did this. Or if I knew then what I know now, like we all do that as we get older. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like where I'm at it right now in life, man, I'm cooling. Cause I accept life how it come. Like, I know I'm gonna get to where I'm going. You gotta have that faith, you know. And it's funny, like I always think about day one when I came into trucking, like came into trucking broke, flat broke. And a lot of some of the couple major things that I wanted to do in my life that I was thinking about when I first came in trucking, I accomplished those things. So if I can accomplish those things, what's to stop a person from accomplishing whatever else they want to accomplish? So I'm at peace. I'm at peace in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have too many complaints, man. I'm just moving forward, sticking to the script. Want to live abroad? You know, have fun. Stress. Michael Smith, Jeremy, if you don't have 5 baby mamas, baby mommies trying to take all your money, you will be stress free. Yeah, hell yeah. Man, man, you in a great position, Jeremiah. You in a great position. Uh, I wouldn't make no mistakes if I was you. My neighbor in Denver is a lengthy black teenager. Hey man, these comments, I don't even. I'm still. This is the second time I ever went live. I don't even. I ain't even tripping on these comments, but some of y'all is crazy, man. People just be saying anything. If you go stay, look like y'all having your own conversation. Do you think the rates are gonna get better in the future? Rick 2324. Do I think the rates? Man, honestly, bro, the rates where the rates is right now, these are the way the rates always been. If I went and looked this up for the past 10 years, the rates was like this before COVID. The rates been the same. The rates ain't never changed. Like somebody said, somebody had commented, and they said it perfect. Somebody had commented on one of my videos because I mentioned this. The rates been the same. It's the price of living that's went up. So as far as the rates getting better, I mean, it can be a time to where something happens in trucking to where there is more demand than supply, and that'll be a time to where the rates will go up. But it's always up and down. But right now, these pretty much been the rates. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people who didn't came in during the COVID time that people is stuck on whatever those rates were. I wasn't no owner operator doing the times when people was getting money, like it was paid in full. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no owner operator then, so I don't know exactly what the rates was, but I just hear about it. And it seemed like a lot of people, they stuck on them times. And them was just temporary times. So I don't know. Another trucker, Smith, man, you better pay for my child support. Chanel Lee, another truck, Smith Brown, you better pay for my child support. I had no idea what that mean. I know I ain't got no kids. Oh yeah. Jeremiah, is there gonna be another black president? I don't know. I don't know. They got a lot of different people there's a lot of different people from different backgrounds that's getting hot in politics. You know, they gotta go around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't call it. Is it gonna be? These streams are awesome. I'm gonna lie, you got the perfect energy for it. Optimistic, hey man, appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a man or a woman because I can't. I don't know by your profile picture, but I'm just sitting up here chopping it up. I really was gonna make a video before I made this, but I'm like, man, I'm off. I got time. Let me just go live and just chop it up, man. Car Cam 37, you think robot trucks will take over in the future? In the future, we don't know when. In the future, technology is definitely here, and is technology gonna continue to grow? You know, and we can't escape it. But I don't know. I don't think you have nothing to worry about now. But in the future, yes, yes. Terrell V. Basic economics is a value we all need, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. Um, you know what's funny? A lot of people, right? I know a lot of y'all probably know about the term like red pill and dating and stuff like that. And people refer to women with the red pill stuff, and people talk about red pill rage. So when people find out they've been getting duped by women, they have red pill rage once they get onto the red pill, once they quote unquote figure out the truth. I had red pill rage, but I didn't have red pill rage about women. I had red pill rage once I realized about the economic and the financial system. When I realized what a bank really was, and then when I started realizing, well, like, why they ain't teach us this in school? This was like some years ago. This was probably like around somewhere between 2012, 2015 is when I started realizing things about the financial system, and I started getting angry. You know what I'm saying? I started getting angry. Like, why they don't teach us this? But as I got older, I realized that the lion is not supposed to teach the gazelle how to get away from it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things is set up on purpose, but it's up to us. We live in a free world where we can educate ourselves. So it's up to us to learn economics. But you're right, economics is a value. Michael Smith, my best years in trucking was 2021, 2022. Yeah, I bet it was. That was the time when it was booming. I was getting money too as a company driver. Yeah, we ain't never stopped running. So yeah, I know it was. Rick 2324, my dream truck is a Kenworth W900. Yeah, man. I remember when I was getting to the point to where I was like kind of looking at trucks, like thinking about what kind of truck that I wanted. And I was looking at the Kenworth and the inside. Man, the inside of them trucks is so lovely, so plush. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one day, but you know what? Now that I've been the owner operator or been having my own truck for 3 years or almost 3 years, I don't know. Because these trucks, they cost money. Maintaining a freight liner, at least from my experience, I realized, okay, you got to have some paper to keep your business flowing. But it's like the higher in quality, the more prestigious the name, Pete Kenworth, the more it costs. You know what I'm saying? Them trucks cost money to maintain. So, hey, but go, if that's your dream truck, stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that. Get that. What's the best pathway to gain high level authority and power without going a political route? Getting yourself together and networking. Yeah. You have to get yourself together. Get your money right. Get your life right. So you standing on 10 and be willing to network with other people. And I'm saying this because this is something that I realized. A lot of us, we don't network. You know, me, I always thought networking was a waste of time because a lot of times when you talking to people in network settings, people be full of bull. People just be talking just to be talking. But I've learned that you have to learn how to be sociable. And you just gotta be willing to put yourself out there and conversate. You never know who you're gonna meet, but the first thing you have to put yourself in position first before you can have authority over anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have authority over yourself first and foremost, mentally, financially, physically, if you can. You gotta have authority over yourself. Yes. And once you put yourself in position, then you can start putting other people in position. And that's That's like a simple way to gain power. I had somebody close to me, not had, but this person is close to me, and this person, they wanted to run for politics. They wanted to run for school board in the city we from, and because they said they wanted to make a difference in the neighborhood. But just me knowing this person, I'm like, bro, all you got to do just get your own self together. And if you really want to be a force in the neighborhood, you don't have to go the political route to do it. Make yourself strong. Get your mind right. Get your money right. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself strong first, and then if you put yourself in position, then you can help put other people in position. But this person, they tried to run for political office, spent all their money that they saved up on campaigns, lost twice, went broke. And it's like, what was you doing that for? Like, you say you want to help the community. Do you want fame for it? Or do you really want to be a force in the community? Because I don't need to be seen. I don't need to be known. I don't need to be famous to you know what I'm saying, gain power. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, like the saying goes, he who holds the gold makes the rules. That's real. These people these politicians, they all got to take orders, or they getting influence from somebody who ain't necessarily no politician, but they hold the gold. So remember that. Get yourself in order first. Let me see. Car Can 37. Speaking about rage, what do truck drivers hate that regular drivers can do better? If you gonna get if you a four wheeler and you gonna get in front of me, don't get in front of me and go slow. Don't speed up past me and get in front of me and go slow. No, if you gonna get in front of me, keep your speed consistent. Cause now when you get in front of me and you make me go slow, now I gotta adjust my speed. You messing up my momentum. People stop doing that. And then the second thing, stop riding next to trucks. Stop riding next to the trailer wheels. Don't ride next to no truck. If you gotta ride wherever you at, if you in the back of a truck, either stay in the back of that truck, or if you gotta roll up on the side of the truck, hurry up and pass that truck up and get in front of the truck. Don't be cruising and lollygagging on the side of no truck. Who? Kenworth is a nice ride, but I prefer Freightliner plus easier parts to real V facts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At least when you starting out, fam. You know, and right now, my mind right now is to get as much money as I can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, things cost money. You spending money. It's a process. But I don't want to be spending no at this point. You know, I ain't knocking nobody who got Pete's, Kenworths, none of that. Because I'm pretty sure some of these people who got those kind of trucks, they put themselves in position to be able to afford those kind of trucks. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I can't afford Pete and Kenworth problems. I'm gonna stick with my little Freightliner. Maybe down in the future, you know, once I get to where I want to be, and you know, I got cash to play with, and then I'll probably, you know, mess around one of them trucks. But right now, uh, you know, how can I say it? I am on a program. You know, financially sufficient, efficient program. Freightliner, right? Freightliner, you can get parts from anywhere. It's easier because when you're dealing with them other trucks and you break down somewhere, it ain't gonna be as easy to get parts for them. So starting out, I think Freightliner, the Freight Shaker is a good choice for sure. Freightliner has better handling. I think so too. I don't know if I want to deal with long nose trucks. I'm so used to Freightliners. I've been driving Cascadia since I've been majority of the time since I've been in the industry. Never drove a long nose. I don't know if I want them problems. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Jason Moreland, politics suck all together. Yeah, on the surface level. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Generally, I can agree. Bunch of BS. Rick 23, 24, Freightliner SD is a great truck, very reliable, man. I'm telling you, man, my truck has been reliable. The only problem I had was depth issues. But the engine itself, man, that DD15 been reliable. People got to realize, like a lot of people, when you have a lot of people when they have def issues, they automatically assume that the whole truck is trash. Nah, them two separate things. A the Freightliner engine, which most modern trucks DD15 or DD13, I got a 15, and the def, them two don't total different things. You know, the def system don't make your engine trash. You know what I'm saying? Now you can either deal with the def system by getting it off there, or you can deal with it by learning about the def system to get control of maintaining it. But as far as the experience with my truck, man, my truck been rolling. It's proven to me to be reliable. Mack trucks got good handling but less space. Okay, I can believe that. I never drove a Mack. Jeremiah wanted control opportunity. Rich Sean Kemp, you inspired me to look into trucking. Hey man, I'm glad to be a help. I'm glad to be a help, and I hope you do come into it. And I hope if you've been watching my videos, I hope you can come in with the mindset that I always suggest. You know what I'm saying? You can really change your situation. For sure, for sure. I want to say Mr. Wire. Wait, Mr. Reed. Okay, Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed. All you do is kind of at least give out good game, man. Your channel is needed. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I just be sitting up here talking, man, just chopping it up. You know, being a trucker, we got nothing but time to think. Nothing but time. And speaking of nothing but time, to Jeremiah, you said you want to study Portuguese, man. You can study Portuguese in the truck. I've been studying Portuguese for 5 years. Most of the time, it's in the truck. Right now, I study Portuguese for an hour, Spanish for an hour. Because I learned Portuguese first. And I'm pretty strong with it. But Spanish, I've been studying it for probably about a year. And when I learned Portuguese, I'm like, well, you know what? I might as well study Spanish. Spanish, I grew up with Spanish speakers. Spanish is the second most spoken language in America. So I might as well learn it. So yeah, if you in that truck, man, use that time. People got to use their time while they in the truck. So since I've been in the truck, especially the past 5 years, I done picked up a language. That's a life skill right there. No, it's not a degree, but it's a life skill. I can go different. Brazil ain't the only place that people speak Portuguese. Got Portugal, it's places in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to speak a language is a key that open doors, and that's a key that I earned being in the truck. Got to use your time wisely. Do your friend come close to winning? I don't know. I don't know who that's for. I don't know what that's referring to. Bella Garcia. Hi, I am a new person, and my name is Bella. I hope you're a real person, man. It sounds like AI. Don't know. But hey, if you're a real person, salute to you, Bella Garcia. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. You just sounded so proper the way you introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? But salute to you. Yeah, it's a real V. Man, lingering next to a truck. Yeah, I hate that. Like flies and mosquitoes. Like a lot of times when I see somebody like by my tandems or on the side of my trailer, I'll slow down and let them go ahead of me. When you driving out here, you have to be defensive. You have to be very defensive out here, man. You have to think for other people. When you having a CDL, you can't just drive like everybody else. You have to think for everybody on the road. You have to think for other trucks. You know what I'm saying? If you how can I say it? Yeah, if you in the left lane and you trying to pass up a truck, but it's another truck coming onto the ramp, you gotta peep all this. You gotta think. And you gotta always be looking ahead. So yeah, man, we gotta think for everybody, man. They get put in the trends from them big tires. They probably do. But they better hope they ain't rolling next to nobody whose tires finna pop. Valet Messenger. Do you like Chester Bennington? Is that the guy from Lincoln Park? If so, yeah. Just if he from Lincoln Park, yes. Uh, I think if we talking about the same person, but yeah, I like Lincoln Park. I don't really know the individual where Lincoln Park has went now, but I remember I used to listen to Lincoln Park over 20 years ago. And I think that name, yeah, Chester Bennington was one of the artists with them. Big Rig Rick delete the truck. Yeah, I hear that a lot, man, but don't nobody never talk about how long. I be wanting to hear when people say they deleted their truck, I want to hear how long is your truck lasting? Because a lot of people delete their trucks, but they don't be telling us how they trucks, they engines be getting burnt up when they delete, because everybody don't get their trucks deleted right. If I knew somebody that I just was for sure can trust, then I would. But I ain't came across nobody who that energy just haven't brought nobody to me, to mind for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna just take my truck to know anybody. I'd rather just deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Instead of doing that and causing more problems. Because a lot of people don't talk about that. I've done my research on these deaths, and I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of mixed reviews on people getting their trucks deleted, but people don't talk about it. Michael Smith, when you get that cancer off the truck, all trucks run great. Yeah, but for how long? For how long though? If somebody, let me, since if anybody here that feels comfortable talking about deleted trucks, if you got a deleted truck, how long your truck has been deleted? That's all I want to know. Nicholas, hola, como está? Está bien. ¿Y tú? Definitely utilize the time you have for sure, for sure. Car Can 37, what is your feeling about truck drivers having black power pistols for protection? Black power? What is that? Black power pistols for protection? I don't know what black power mean, but I feel like, I'm not telling nobody to break the law. You should follow the law. But all I'm saying is your life is precious. Your life is precious. And if you decide to take that route to where you going, you know what I'm saying? You gonna move a certain way, just be smooth. Just be smooth. And don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't give people a reason to want to go all in your truck. You know. Don't be just be smooth. I put it that way. Preservation of life is the most important. Oh, Jeremiah, did your friend in politics come close to winning where he at today? He came close, but his influence in the city wasn't strong enough. He wasn't plugged in enough because politics is all about who you know, who you have relationships with. It ain't never about good intentions. Politics ain't got nothing to do with good intentions. It's all about who you know. It's about relationships, friendship. That's why I said when you ask me, number one, get yourself together. And number two, be willing to network, because that's something that it took me a long time to realize. You gotta have relationships. We need people. A lot of us think that we can do everything by ourselves, and I'm one of those type of people. But as I've gotten older, I realized, man, you need good relationships with good people from all different walks of life. So you gotta be willing to network. That's how you build power. Like for instance, just as I've been traveling internationally for the past few years, I've met and networked and befriended people who all about something. You know what I'm saying? All these people I know. I met one guy from the UK. Um, made friends with him. He live in Rio. Got a wife. Matter of fact, he just sent me some videos. They just opened up a salon. I got another partner that I met, or that I befriended. He got a condo. He got a condo in Rio. Cold too. Uh, so I guess you could say, in a sense, just like how I'm in the direction I'm going on with my life, I'm building a network with people that's on the same frequency as me, and I value these relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I think relationships is more important than money, to be honest with you, and that's something I never wanted to admit, but I can admit it now. You need relationships, bro. So As you getting older, as you maneuvering around in the world, just be good to people. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a F ninja. You know what I'm saying? And things will work out for you. Cause you're gonna need people at some point in time. You like me, I slow down, too many things can happen. Terrell V. Too many things happen. I need to have yeah. All the time, man. I had no pride. I have no pride. Man, the speed limit can be 70. I'll be going 65, especially hauling tankers with liquid. I don't have to be in no rush. The only time I be trying to get past people is if they going too slow. And sometimes I let people pass me up, get in front of me, and then they start going slow. Even other trucks, they'll pass me up to get in front of me to go slow. And then we got the speed gauge thing in our trucks. Then it start going off and following distance too close. Like, come on, dog. Like, why you get in front of me and go slow? So now I gotta blow your doors off. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, though, I'll be, bro. Before you get angry on the road, just remember, like, man, I got my CDL. You have, if you value your CDL until you come across something better else where it is better in life, value your CDL, bro. And sometimes anxiety, anger, rushing, that'll lead you to jeopardize your CDL. Take your time. If you late, you late. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Trying to rush, no. That's how people cause accidents. So I value my CDL. I value my hazmat. I value it. I don't take it for granted. I have to remind myself all the time, man, take it easy. I'm an old man on the road. Man, it ain't worth it. All these speed demons is not worth it. So yeah, take your time out there. Hey, bro, what you know about Paid in Full? Shit, a whole lot. uh, Hell yeah. Watched that movie so many times. It's a classic. Powder. Car Cam. Okay, you said powder. So let me go back to the original comment. You said black powder. I don't really know quite what that is. Is that some type of special type of gun? You're not talking about like a regular semi-automatic, are you? Tyrell V, self-made, doesn't really exist. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. That's why. Even in trucking, bro. Even in my career in trucking so far, there has been people that has lent some type of assistance to me. Like, no, ain't nobody put no money in my hand, but there have been people who have led me to the water, and it was up to me to drink it. That's important. So if I can say that I made it by myself, I can't say that. I can say I put in the work, but to just say, man, I ain't never need nobody, that's a lie. I remember right before I got into trucking, man, I was down. I needed some bread. And I had to drop my pride and ask some people close to me if I can borrow some money. You know what I'm saying? And I hate borrowing money, bro. I don't like asking nobody for nothing. I damn near rather die than ask somebody for something. But in this case, I needed a couple of dollars to hold down real quick. But it wasn't nothing for me to get it because these people knew my character. So for me to be able to be saying like, man, I don't need nobody, ain't nobody never done nothing for me, that's a lie. That's a lie. I can go down the line and look at plenty of people that have done stuff for me in some type of way. Not necessarily putting things in my hand, but people have been a help. So, and yeah, we do need people for sure. Yep, you do need it took me a long time to realize that you got to network. No, okay, Haji Freji. When did you say you quit the gang life? I never said I was in the gang. You sound like the feds, family. See, when did I quit the gang life? As soon as I graduated high school, that's when I quit the gang life. Riding with G, get on the Gemini, loves or pilot fuel hauling and go home every day. Good pay, no truck worries. Why not? Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, that sounds like a good gig right there. If that's what you want. Uh, Yeah, I just got a different with what I'm doing, you know, I just got a different outlook, a different direction that I'm moving. But yeah, I heard Loves. I heard those places, you know what I'm saying? They pay decent. Hell yeah. What, 8, 15, anywhere from 15 to $2,000 a week? Yeah. If you know what to do with the money, that's good bread. Terrell V, no one on this earth 100% independent. You right? You right. Man, that's one of the most humbling things that I've come to realize, man, because I never like asking people for nothing. I've been like that all my life. It's a strength and a weakness. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, it's better. Cause we all, you know, and I know what it is, man. Now that I'm older, I look back. This is the problem. Cause we live in a society where it's like no new friends. I don't need nobody. This that. A lot of times when it comes to friendships, a lot of us we get jaded because we feel like we've been done wrong at some point in time in our life, in which we have by friends, people that crossed us. So we feel like we can't trust nobody, and then we carry that with us through life. And for a lot of us, we become closed in. You know what I'm saying? To where we don't trust nobody. We think we you know what I'm saying? Our pride won't allow us to work with other people because we don't want to be disappointed. I know me. I know I'm like that. I know a lot of y'all like that too. But you're gonna have to open up and start learning how to accept people for who they are in a sense. Like you don't have to be best friends. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect everybody to be like you, but we all got some in most cases. You know what I'm saying? There are people out here that have something special to offer you in life, and you have something special to offer them. And it can be a beautiful thing once you get around the right people, or people might come in your life for a season. You got to accept it for what it is, you know. But we do need people. Period. Yep, people just wired differently. Yeah, I just realized people just wired differently. Yeah, yep, that's a fact. Mm-hmm. Freddie S, what trucking company pay $1,500 net? I always hear about the fuel hauling. Uh, all I know is when I was doing pneumatic trailers, when I worked for Food Liner, yeah, I was getting between 15 and $2,000 net a week. So I just say on average 1,800. Sometimes I get more than 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how I was working, I was running a lot. You know, and the funny thing is, I wasn't even thinking about the miles. I just ran, and I was getting home. I was running regional. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, get home once a week. But yeah, I guess you could say I was averaging. I was averaging in my hands 1,800. So that's when I was working for Food Line. I don't know what it is now. Uh, but you just gotta look. Most, you know what I'm saying. Most trucking companies that pay good, especially in these days and times, man, it's gonna be specialized. So you're gonna have to look at flatbed, look at tanker, look at hazmat, look at car hauling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna have to look for stuff like that. Ryan with G, would you ever trade the owner op for a good company? If in a perfect world, if a company can offer me what I can do being an owner operator. See, the only thing being an owner operator don't make you free. It don't make you free at all. I'm not all the way free, but I do have a certain level of sovereignty that I didn't have before. You know what I'm saying? And that small little thing is priceless to me. Being able to park my truck when I want, that's priceless. And it ain't all about just being free just so you can have fun. It ain't all about that. But still, just for the simple fact, I don't have to ask nobody. I don't have to put in no PTO. That's everything to me. You know what I'm saying? Because besides parking my truck up to go take a trip or something like that, sometimes I might need to handle business. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go to somebody's funeral. You know, I remember when I worked for Food Liner, it was two funerals in my family, like back to back. They was acting like they was having a problem with it. And it was like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? This is my life. I got stuff I gotta tend to. I don't got time to be talking to no other man about stuff I gotta do with my life, with my time. So that's just how I feel about it. Like my inspiration for being an owner operator is beyond money. Real talk. It's bigger than money. So if I had to though, if I had to, you know what I'm saying? If I had to go back company, I would. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit there and say, I'll never go back company. Or I'll do penitentiary time before I go back company. No, I'll go back company if I have to, but believe you me, it's gonna be for a reason. I'm gonna have a plan. Car Cam 37. It's the old time revolvers where you gotta load the powder and the bullets. And it's not a firearm, so you can have it in all 50. Man, that's some real old school stuff right there. I don't know. You gotta think about it. Are the people you gonna have to worry about protecting yourself from gonna have those same exact guns? Because you gonna have that, and somebody gonna have 30 rounds. Somebody gonna have a switch. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody gonna have some type of automatic or semi-automatic weapon. That compared to what we know is out there right now, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. I don't know. But if you know what I'm saying, I ain't saying that not, you know what I'm saying? If that's a loophole, then I mean by all means. By all means. Skynet, FBI is on the way. Yeah, I'm waiting on them to knock at the door, man. It's gonna be a failed mission for them because I ain't got nothing going on. Freddie S. I only make 800. Where you start and who you work for? Straight. What is your fried chicken recipe? Cornmeal. Dolly, hey, how you doing? I remember I seen you in the comment section the other day. You had asked a question. I think it was you just talking about trying to go to law school and you was wanting to get in trucking for 3 years. You said who pays 2K a week? I honestly don't know. I can't pinpoint. You know what? Even for the company that I work for, I don't even know what company drivers is getting. Honestly, man, I'll be so in and out. Like I don't even talk to nobody. I'm cool with one person that I talked to on the phone that worked for my company, but he from another city, from another terminal. We talk every blue moon, and he owner operator. So we don't know nothing about our company. I need to ask. I need to ask somebody. I'm gonna start asking questions for y'all. But all I can think of off the top, specialized companies is the way to go. Once you get your experience, or even coming in the game, I think you should go specialized. Tanker, hazmat, flatbed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. J Hop 98 ran over some damn nails, had to replace 4 drive tires. Yeah, it can happen, man. It can happen. That really haven't happened. It hasn't happened to me. But one thing I just replaced all my tires. I didn't do it all at one time, but it was like I replaced my drive tires at the beginning of this year. No, my steer tires. Then I started working on my drive tires. I got 2 at a time. I got 2 Bridgestone tires, and the rest of them Yokohamas. Uh, drive tires is very important. You know what I'm saying? Tires are very important. But I wonder where was your tires at for the nails? Did they have some tread on them or what? What was they at? FedEx pay 1,800, 2,000, but you need clean record. I believe that teens, ew. I don't want to work with nobody. Yuck. I don't want to work with nobody. On ops make 3,000 to 5,000 weekly. I can believe that. Dolly, thank you all for sure. Yeah, in this climate, 2K about right. Nick, yo, what's up, my guy? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Let me see. Miss Chief. I drive cement trucks, but haven't seen a raise in 4 years in Toronto, Ontario. But I'm thinking of leaving trucking for data entry, 40 per hour, 45 hours per day, 5 days a week, working home or beach. Hey man, if you can pull that off, man, that sounds like a good life right there. Let me see. Yeah, man, I had to leave Swift. Knight got my 1 year. Now I'm at Dollar General. Fleet, Atlanta, 85K first year, touch freight, start Monday. Swift is for only experience. Yeah, exactly. Riding with G. I started off with Swift. But if y'all been watching my channel, you know I tell y'all I got fired from Swift. 3 preventable incidents. Um, I wish I could have did my whole year with Swift because I was having fun. Yeah, for me, for some people, everybody's experience was different, but that OTR life, it was challenging, but it was fun though. I hate it got cut short, but the best thing about it, I was living in that truck, stacking my bread up. I wasn't making no money. That money I was making wasn't nothing, but after 5 months, I came about it up with $3,500. I think that's pretty good. Not forgetting nothing. You know what I'm saying? My first month and a half, I was in training. When making no was $100 a week. I wasn't making no money. But I was that you know what I'm saying. That's the one thing that I miss about that OTR. The mind frame that I came in, I didn't care about nothing. I'm finna stack all my bread up. So that's what I be trying to tell y'all, the people that's coming into the industry, man. That mindset. They had about 8 months left in them, so it wasn't so bad. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Things happen. That's why we gotta have that bread put up, man. Ooh, I ain't wanna spend that 3K. Not right now, man. Hey, yeah, man. It be like that. But you know what I've come to realize though, J Hop? I just whatever I gotta spend on my truck, I just spend it. At one point in time, when I was going through like turmoil, shit, things was getting real tight. Yeah, I was kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul, and like, okay, I'm gonna get this tire, I'm gonna go get this. Oh, I need this, I'm gonna get But now, things got a little bit better. And one thing I realized, I'm a high strong believer that what you put into things, you will get out. You know what I'm saying? Like I use a lot of my spiritual thoughts of feelings with what I do. So I believe what I put in, I'm gonna get out. So I've come to realize like I don't even complain about the money. Whatever I gotta do for my truck, I just spend it. And my truck gonna keep treating me good. And my truck been treating me good. I ended up having to get the one box in that last October. Ain't had no breakdown since. Truck been running great. And I've been anal, even more anal about my maintenance. I don't play. Before, I was going over like 20,000 miles before I got an oil change, so to speak. Now, every 10,000, I don't mess around. I don't even mess around. Matter of fact, I got the filters in my truck right now. Every 10,000 miles, whatever my mechanic say, okay, we need to look at this, we need to address this, it's done. Like the next time I go back to my mechanic, we got to get brakes. Done. You know what I'm saying? So you get what you put into it. But I feel you though. It be like that sometimes. You don't want to spend that bread. Yeah, what you say? You got 4 tires? Yeah, that's you about right. You about right. Three bands. Yep, that's about right. For sure. Nick, I had my own truck. I sold it. I'm thinking about getting another one. Do you think it's worth it? The rates suck. I don't know, bro. It all depends on how you come into it. I just always say everything is all about the plan. It's all about the plan, bro. It's hard for me to tell people the rates don't. Man, like I was saying earlier, man, the rates pretty much the same. The rates that we got today, these are the same rates that's been here before COVID. You know what I'm saying? But everything else that went up. That's why we feel like the rates ain't nothing. But It's all about your plan, G. I don't know. Um, Maybe, you know what I'm saying? If you had a truck before and you sold it the first time, you got to think about why did you sell your truck the first time and what could you do better? You know what I'm saying? Miss Chief, for sure. Ain't no problem, man. Raymond Houston, peace, gang. Salute to you, bro. Dino, ain't no maintenance. Hey, man, once I get used to this live, I'm definitely gonna be handing out wrenches. I don't know how to do it right now, but wait a minute. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, but yeah. I said I'm anal about my maintenance. Look at this. Yeah, I guess I set myself up, huh? I set myself up for that one. All right, man. I'm gonna let you slide. Cause I was gonna say, get somebody to get a wrench up in here, get you up out of here. I'm like, where the hell that come from? And I forgot. Yeah, I set myself up. You got me. But you know what I meant. Y'all know what the hell I meant. Ryan with G, would you ever get an old school truck? Like stick shift. Like shifting gears? No, I got stick shift in my truck. Uh would I get a old school truck? Maybe. In the future. It's not on my list now. Maybe. Sometime in the future. Nick say you fully endorse. Thinking about hazmat, switching to tanker. Yeah, you should. You should. J Hop, Dino, you wild, bro. Yeah, he got me. He got me. I'm gonna go ahead and let him get away with that. He got me. Armor 85. I guess so. You a slave. You a slave plantation. Well, what you do? You can't be no boss because I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no boss in nobody's comment section harassing them. So what you do? Let us know. Miss Chief, at first I thought you were Kawhi Leonard from the LA Clippers. Shh, I wish I was getting Kawhi Leonard money. Raymond Houston, CAJ versus Josh. What's that? What that mean? You asked me what I think about it. Or you talking to somebody else, or I don't really know what that mean. But yeah. But homie said ain't no maintenance. Damn, got me. But you know what I meant. Every since I had to get a one box, I say meticulous. I become very meticulous about my maintenance. Say, ain't no maintenance. I may be laughing about that to myself now. But yeah, I became very meticulous about my maintenance on my truck, man. I just believe that whatever you put into it, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. And man, you know what? I just want to send a shout out to everybody, man. I want to send a shout out to everybody that came through the live. Um, like right now, I just happen to look up. I look up at the people that's in here, and then I look at the likes. I got 21 people in here and got 21 likes. That's a beautiful thing. I ain't even have to ask nobody. You know what I'm saying? Usually when I go on people lives for years, people always got to be like, get the likes up, get the likes up. Like, damn. I look up and the ratio looks good, man. I appreciate y'all, man. That's all right. Even people who watch my videos, like, I appreciate, I like the crowd that be watching my videos, man. Especially the people who get what I'm saying. Like, uh, I had made a video yesterday, I think it was 2 days ago, saying don't go to school and don't come to truck and go to school, youngin. Now, let's have a conversation about that real quick. Cause going to school to get a degree all the time ain't gonna be the answer either. You know what I'm saying? You might be going to school for something that is not gonna help you. You know, a lot of people in today's society, they learn to just going to college just for the hell of it, just to get a degree. That ain't helping a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mean it in that sense. All I'm basically what I'm saying is, especially to the youth, especially the people that's younger, uh, trucking is tough, man. Trucking is tough. Trucking is not no easy way out. It's not. So there are plenty things like whatever energy, like coming into trucking, you gonna put a lot into this. Especially depending on how you get in. You coming in what I call the scenic route. You coming in through a company, then you gotta go OTR. You coming in that route, you gotta give up a lot. Then what happens if you get with a company, then you go lease. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not messing with it. But if that's what you decide to do, let's say if you did that, you definitely ain't finna have no time. So you giving up a lot coming into trucking, dog. You giving up a lot. And it's like, do people have a mind frame for that? Because you're gonna give up a lot to be successful in trucking. I've given up a lot. I done gave up a lot. You know, I'm used to being by myself, but I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what would a little girl, my daughter look like? What would another son look like running around? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I do think about it. It don't get me down, but I think about it, but I sacrificed it. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy. So you gotta think about it. For people to think trucking is just an overnight thing, man, it's like you probably be better off doing something else that you really want to do, that you willing to put time into, instead of coming in the truck and being miserable. Because a lot of people, they come in this truck and they think it's one thing and you're gonna end up being miserable. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point of that video. But I had a few people that was I guess they call themselves getting on me. I wish I had my phone, my other phone. Uh Man, where my other phone at? I'll get it. I ain't worried about it. Ghost Pepper. Trucking saved my life for 20 years, man. Yeah, yeah. Trucking, I always say, if most people say trucking changed their life. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I always say I use trucking to change my life, because trucking ain't did nothing for us. Like, everything we do in trucking, we got to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I like to say that I changed my life, or I was able to use trucking to elevate my life. So that's the same thing, you know, either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and that's a good thing. Definitely. Raymond Houston, I stacked enough. XRP. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a little, yeah. Had a couple dollars in XRP too, man. And when the turn of this year came, that's when it turned up. Yeah, XRP was looking real good, family. But like I was saying though, as far as go, because somebody came in the comment section of that video that I made, basically coming off like, well, why would you try to discourage people from getting in the trucking when you did it? And, basically accusing me of just trying to discourage people because trucking has been unsuccessful for me. And I'm I'm just like, man, where these people be coming from? But I could tell this person was a fly by night person. They don't really be watching my content like that. You know what I'm saying? So, my goal and focus ain't never been to discourage, just to encourage. But I just understand it take a certain type of mindset. It take a certain type of mindset to do this, man. I remember when I first started with Swift, it was a young homie that I got cool with. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we started at Swift together. So boom, we in our trucks going about our way. But I just remember, man, this young homie, man, he used to complain a lot. He used to be crying about having to go through the mountains. He used to complain about, oh man, they always ripping me off on my checks. Me, I wasn't having no issues. Swift always paid me my money. I had to go to the mountains too. Like this, homie at the time, man, it was just always something wrong. And I don't think trucking worked for him because probably like a year later, I remember seeing him on Facebook, and he was right back in the basement with his partners holding guns in there. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I felt kind of bad when I seen that. Just from what I can tell, like I know he ain't cut it. He ain't making it in trucking. So trucking, you know what I'm saying? I hated to see him take his shot at trucking and leave and then go back to the streets. I ain't like seeing that, but this shit don't be for everybody, bro. Man. And then people think a lot of us that got a little bit more experience, like when we try to tell people certain things, they think people was hating. Because that's how these people came at me in the comment section. Like, hey, man, I see a lot of people making videos today about trucking. A lot of people be getting down on trucking when it don't work for them. So I see more videos of people saying, I'm quitting, I'm getting out of trucking, than I see people coming into trucking. And I believe that you got a lot of people that dip their foot in and come right back out because they came in thinking this was something that it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You got to be all. This is a field you have to, if you really trying to get something out of this, something substantial and solid, you have to be ready to be all in. You got to be all in with this. Just like anything else, you can't. Going to be a doctor ain't no quick hustle. Going to be a lawyer ain't no quick hustle. All these other top-notch prestigious fields, they not no quick hustle. Trucking ain't as prestigious as being a doctor or a lawyer or a surgeon or something like that, but trucking is going to take the same amount of effort. It's going to take the same effort to get what you really want out of here. And trucking is a thinking game. You know, we ain't just driving trucks. We all doing, we driving trucks, but you have to think. How you managing your money? You know, what you got going on in your personal life? You know what I'm saying? You got stuff bringing you down. You got people around you bringing you down. You need full concentration. One of the reasons that I've been able to gradually grow in trucking is because I've been by myself and I purposely made it that way. You know what I'm saying? I got out of the relationship / situationship that I was in for 13 years. And right after I got out of that, that's pretty much when I transitioned into trucking, and I kept it solo dolo ever since. You know, all this other stuff, girls, cars, like all that stuff is old. You know what I'm saying? When I got into trucking, like dealing with women, that wasn't. It's like been there, done that. I'm focusing on this. All that's gonna come how it's gonna come, whatever. So I think one of the reasons that I've been able to grow in trucking because I've been able to focus because it's just been me. I have peace. I don't look for happiness. I don't search for happiness, bro. I have established peace within myself so I can deal with things. When I was getting crushed last year on my owner operator journey, I was at peace. I was able to keep my head up, stay focused, keep looking towards the future. Like, okay, we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work on my own truck, which is something that I wasn't used to doing. I gotta do what I gotta do. If I gotta get, and I have. I got a video. Most of you, of course, people ain't look at this video. People don't want to see work. You know what I'm saying? But I do got a video of me putting in a starter on my truck. The video shortened, but it took me 9 hours to put a starter on my truck. In the rain. It rained. It was on a Sunday. It rained all day. I'm not no mechanic. I had to do my YouTube University and take a crack at it. It took me 9 hours to change my starter, fam. It was horrible, man. It was cold and it was wet. I got to crawl back and forth under the truck. I'm crawling through puddles of water like I'm saving Private Ryan, man. It was horrible. It was horrible, but I don't take that experience back for nothing because that experience made me stronger. And that's how desperate I am to win. Yeah, I'm desperate to win because I'm all in. So, yeah. Let me go back, man. I missed some of y'all. No cheap parts. Yeah, no cheap parts. Ghost Pepper. No cheap parts. You're right. Especially like when it comes to tires. I don't mess around. Uh Ryan G, man, if these truck stops had basketball courts, football fields, try to do walking, running, you know what? People gotta, as far as like working out, man, people got to do that themselves. I work out all the time at truck stops. I look like I be the only one doing it. You know what I'm saying? I work out. I keep jump rope. I got a push up platform. You know, I don't need the push up platform, but I got that. I got some dumbbells. I got some body vests. Uh, I got neoprene sweat jackets, hoodie, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I stay prepared on the road. You know what I'm saying? People gotta want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to want to do it. No. Hey man, I'm a big fan of your content. Do you have any advice for active duty soon to be a veteran? I'm gonna do troops into transportation, get all my endorsements through the army at the end of the year. Hey man, I say do that. I say do that, and if when you come in the truck and do something specialized. That's the best advice that I can offer. I don't know what your plan is. I can't tell you what plan to have, but have a plan. You know, just set goals. Just make sure you just ain't out here just messing around. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you getting what you want out of trucking and out of life. And remember, some things gonna take time. Might be rough in the beginning, but stick to the plan. So yeah, do that. Get all them endorsements. Yes. Um, yeah, do that. Do that. Now, you said you about to have anybody for active duty soon to be veteran. You say I want to go to either older men. Okay. TMC, I'm gonna be honest. Well, no, I think yeah, them both specialized doubles. I think older men do doubles. TMC is flatbed, so I think either way would be good. I think TMC probably would be better. And then from what I hear about TMC, you already coming out the military, so you already gonna be used to being clean cut and all that. Because I know it was a big deal with TMC. Somebody got fired because they had long hair, something like that. You coming straight out the military, you're gonna be a great fit for that company. So I can't tell you which one, but I don't know. I think TMC. I think TMC probably be a good look for you. Yo, was you able to hit up Happy Wings? Corey P, what's happening, bro? Nah, man. You know what? Let me see. We got there Monday and we left Thursday. So my homegirl, man, we cook. You know what I'm saying? We cook. We cook like steak, chicken, and shrimp, shish kebabs and rice pilaf. Man, we had enough of that. Like this shit lasted us like 3 days, and we probably like ate out twice. Where we eat at, man? We ate at We ate in Miami one time, and then we ate. I don't know if this place was in Fort Lauderdale or Pompano Beach, but it was some little seafood spot called it started with a C. I don't know. I don't want to say Chester's. I forgot the name of it. Somewhere in that Pompano area, but it was pretty. Food was pretty decent. Up in that whatever restaurant we went to that started with a C. But we didn't get to go to Happy Wings though, man. We was kind of that trip was too short. It was too short. But man, I like Florida. I damn think I think I want to move there, man. You have to have Eddie Baltazar. You have to have tough skin. Yeah, for sure. You do. Jay, I personally blame most of these prime. I'm gonna stay on here for probably about 15 more minutes. Jay, I personally blame most of those Prime Inc. lease drivers making it seem sweeter than it is. Yeah, man. You know what? You know, when I first came into trucking, I used to watch a lot of trucking content because I didn't know nothing. And once I got into trucking, I stopped watching a lot of content. I stopped watching a lot of content for different reasons, but yeah, like when I come across somebody's stuff and they just making things look sweet, it's good to see the positivity. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see positivity. But it's like after a while, man, it's like, I don't know. You look at certain things, it's like, it's like my spirit ain't resonating with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people who make trucking look better, sweeter than what it is. I mean, trucking can be sweet. Don't get it twisted, man. You really can make this what you want it to be. It's just all about trucking is like Grand Theft Auto. It is an open world, and your ending, how the storylines come and different endings, that's all on you. You know what I'm saying? I am Groot. What's good, man? How you doing, fam? I ain't seen you in a while. Well, this only my second time going live, but I definitely seen that name a few times in the comment section, man. I'm good, man. How you feeling, bro? Uh, as an owner op, you never have an off day, man. I get home a lot. I'm at home at least twice a week. Um, yeah, I get home a lot, and you know what's funny? It seemed like since I've been in trucking, the more that I have progressed, I make less money giving away less time. In a sense, if you catch what I'm saying. Like right now, what I'm doing, hazmat tankers, I'm making the most money and giving up the least time. Now, what I mean by that, not saying that I ain't working, I ain't grinding, but I work regional. I get home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out for weeks at a time. And I'm at a threshold to where so far in trucking, I'm making grossing and making the most money that I've made. As compared to when I first started, wasn't seeing home and wasn't making nothing. So yes, I do have off days. You know what I'm saying? As an owner operator, yeah, you create your off days. But the way I do it, I just let my off days fall when I get home. However, if I gotta go somewhere, if I go take me 2 days, a day there, a day back, okay, boom. When I come back, I get to come home. Or whatever the case may be, I don't really be trying to like stress on off days. My off days fall how they fall, unless, I'm telling them I'm gonna be gone for a specific amount of time, unless I'm taking a trip or I got some business to handle or something like that. But other than that, my off days, I get home twice a week, sometimes three. Like right now, I got home early this morning, like 3 o'clock this morning. I ain't got to go back to work till Monday night. Yeah, I be chilling. It seemed like, I mean, yes, as an owner operator, I got more responsibility for sure. The responsibility is heavy, but once you get adjusted to it and you accept it, and you know what I'm saying, I'm moving with it. I'm rolling with the punches. Uh, but yeah, I make more, work less, so to speak. Get what I'm saying? Uh, Saving Private Ryan, no doubt, bro. Brett D, salute to you. Yeah, hey, that's how it was, fam. That's how it was. Uh, that was one of the worst and best experiences of my life, changing my starter. I do a lot of work on my truck. Look, you know what I'm saying? Things that I can do. But that starter, man, that doing that starter, hey, changing my starter is kind of like how Batman became Batman in the first Batman Begins. I don't know if I'm pretty sure y'all seen that movie. Batman became Batman because he faced his fear of the darkness. I faced my fear of doing some serious work on my truck. And that started, it was the worst time to do it. It was just the worst experience ever. But when I put that starter in, I'm telling you, it was raining the whole day. I got up early that day. I'm thinking it's only gonna take a few hours. It took me 9 hours. But when I got done and I got in my truck and I started my truck up and my truck started up, I felt like a total different person. Like really, I ain't gonna hold you up. My morale went to a different level when I started my truck up at that very moment. I'm like, damn, I did this. I changed the starter? You know, I am not mechanically inclined at all. But when you become an owner operator, man, it would be best for you to be willing. Put your hands on your equipment because you're gonna need to. Jay, as an owner operator, you wake up every day wondering what the, You wake up every day wondering what the F is gonna happen next. Sometimes, uh, I've learned to acclimate my mind to just accept what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't make plans. I don't really be making plans with people. I only make plans when I'm present. I start making plans like when I know I'm about to come home. When I'm, you know what I'm saying? When I know I'm about to come home, I'm not far away from home, then I make plans. But I don't be making plans like, okay, next week I'm gonna do. I've never done this since I've been in trucking because I know how trucking can be. Tr- I, yeah, I know how trucking can be, so I don't really be making plans. So as far as like back to the question, I've learned to accept whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, and I had to deal with it as it come. And I get home when I get home. Just like a couple weeks ago, coming home, coming home. In my mind, I got plans. Something happened in West Virginia on 77 going north, man, and where we was stuck in traffic, just sitting still for 6 hours. 6 hours, bro. I don't know. And then once the traffic cleared up, I think it had something to do with some type of flash flood or something like that. But shit like that happen. You know what I'm saying? When you got plans, especially like for y'all, you got girlfriends, you got shorties, you a sociable person, you still connected to the world, and you trying to get to do this and do that, man. That stuff will, man, trucking will break your heart, dog. Trucking will break it'll mess your plans all up. It'll mess your plans up to where you feel like you made a wrong decision in your life. Trucking will have you feeling like that sometimes. Raymond Houston, 100 push-ups for a day. Yep. That's a good way to keep it. Car Cam 37, what are your thoughts on retread tires? In my mind right now, I'm not messing with them. When I go get tires, I'm getting brand new tires. It's either gonna be Yokohama, Goodyear, Bridgestone. That's just me. That's just how I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford for I don't want to deal with no blowouts. So I don't know. I don't know. I had to do more research on retreads. I don't know. Uh Also, I really appreciate the advice and content you put out, man. Thank you. No problem. No, NO. Salute to you once again. Rooster 212 Trucker. Bro, how long you been driving? I've been driving for over 8 years now. Yep. Deesky Valley. You gotta roll hard now. No more good rates or mileage pay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it all depends on where you at, what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I'm gonna say specialize. Looking to specialize. Indiana Trucker, 469. Broski, where you at, Joe? Man, I'm up in Northwest Indiana, by way of Gary, Indiana. Uh, your name Indiana Trucker, so you probably from somewhere in the middle of southern Indiana. I'm in that Lone Star State right now, Texas. Hey, Indiana Trucker, Texas. I like Texas. If I had to choose a state to be for my truck to break down in to where like they gonna take a week to fix my truck or something like that, and that's the type of scenario I'd rather break down in Texas. Off top, I'd rather break down in Texas. Like I was saying earlier, if I broke down in Texas, I'm going to go rent a car and I'm finna live. There's so much stuff to do in Texas. Then Texas ain't they is man, they have no shortage of food places. Like, yeah, Texas off the chain. Will you take us, car cam? Will you take us on the truck drivers? Take us on truck drivers on live someday on truck. I think what you trying to say is what I take, like what I set my truck up to ride and drive at the same time. Yeah, yeah. What I've been thinking about. See, right now I just been making my content from the phone. I gotta upgrade my equipment. So I've been looking at like some what you call it, some mics, good mics, quality mics. Actually investing into some good cameras, man, making, having fun with the channel. Just my channel still ain't monetized, but I still kind of want to like, you know what I'm saying? Step up my presentation a little bit just for the hell of just being artistic, learning how to edit my own videos, and just, you know what I'm saying, putting some music and uh just adding some flavor to my channel. So yeah, I am. I'm gonna get one of the next things I'm gonna get is a mic. Start learning, getting me some good mics, some upgrade, getting me some good cameras. I gotta do my research and see what camera is right. So yeah, eventually, yeah, I'm definitely gonna step my game up, and we gonna do that. Corey P, yeah. Florida palm trees and pretty. For real, relocating to stack up now, but I'll move back when I'm in ill age for sure. Hey, you mess around, move back before that. Uh, yeah, Florida was nice, man. We stayed in Pompano Beach. Um, man, that shit was cool, man. I like Florida. I haven't been to Florida since I was a kid. You know, my pops, he took us to Florida a few times. Um, but being in Florida was reminding me of being in Rio de Janeiro because it's crazy. I've been to Rio out the country more times than I've been to Florida. And it was reminding me of Rio, the weather, the tropical aspect of it. It's like, damn, I need to find a way. I might. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I find in some years to come, once I get everything level and who knows, I might come across a real estate opportunity in a couple years in Florida. And I might be able to jump on it. A lot of time, man, one thing I notice about me, when I start thinking about things, they tend to happen in the future down the line. So yeah, Florida, I rock with Florida. Indiana Trucker, I-469, man. I'm from East Chicago, Indiana. Right in between Gary, Indiana, and Chicago, Illinois. Uh, Dischivelli. I roll 600 and come home every day. That's a lot of running. No more sweet paying trucking. I think regional is where it's at. Unless you're doing tanker, got a sweet check. Yeah, regional. I've been doing regional. I only did OTR my first 5 months. All the other trucking jobs and stuff I've been doing, it's been regional. I've always been willing to go OTR and go places outside of the Midwest and the South. You know what I'm saying? I've been everywhere, technically, but mainly regional. Um, 600 miles, come home every day. Yeah, no more sweet paying trucking. Yeah, things is changing, man. This is why I say you got to have some type of focus as to why you're doing what you're doing because things are going to change. Don't know what they gonna change to, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. Ryan with G, any backup plans if trucking get taken over by self-driving trucks? Any other fields you would go into? Yeah, the trucking get taken over by self-driving trucks next week, man. I'm going straight to OnlyFans. Yeah, that's my backup plan. Going straight to OnlyFans. No, if trucking got taken, see now it all depends on when. I already know that's coming sometime in the future, but I don't think it's coming for a while. I think we still got time to get what we need to get up out of trucking before that time come. But what other fields would I go to? I probably would become a hard real estate investor. Like right now, with what I'm doing, it would be like that's been my whole goal from the beginning. Again, in trucking, I knew I was gonna get my own truck. I knew I was gonna invest in real estate. Now, I'm not no real estate mogul, but yeah, I do have a property. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I don't go around telling people I'm in real estate. I just got one little property for now. You know what I'm saying? Holding me down. And I got my truck. Okay, so now and things be taking time. Life happens. Things be out of your circumstances. You got to bounce back. Whoop de whoop. But I probably would go hard with the real estate, like stupid hard. Um, but that's what I plan on doing anyway. Really, you know what I'm saying? I really but as far as my hopes is to get as much as I can out of trucking. That way I can just to grow myself to become a professional investor. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't want to do no work. I don't want to do no work. I've been working since I was 15. I'm tired of working. Right now, we in the trenches. I ain't no stranger. I'm not ashamed to do no work, but I'm tired of working. So who knows if trucking booted me out of it next week, probably be a good thing. It probably forced me to use my imagination. You know what I'm saying? And I probably mess around and come up with something or start moving on a frequency. And I'm like, well, damn, I should have been doing this. You know what I'm saying? But I already got my mind set and focused. I'm a creature of habit, so I'm with the trucking right now. But I'll be honest with you, I just know everything I'm doing with the trucking, I'm all my money is being invested. Even right now, as I'm coming up and cleaning my situation up, as it's been getting cleaned up, things been going good. I'm still investing. I'm still paying myself first. Even paying myself out of debt, I'm still paying myself first. Period. Even if you got debt, you still should pay yourself first. You know what I'm saying? When I mean pay yourself first, I mean paying yourself, putting your money into something that's gonna help your money grow. First and foremost, always. Advice. I'm 20 and don't know what career. You gotta think about what do you like to do. Be honest with yourself. What do you like to do? You got time to think about what you like to do other than rather what you have to do. See, when I got in the truck and I was 34, I was at the age where I started having to think about what I had to do. You still young. You know what I'm saying? If you can start right now, think about, okay, what do I truly like to do? And be willing to belt the ass on that, you probably find yourself having a nice life. Disky stem. I don't know what that is. Randy Houston, real shit. Alfonso, hey, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, bro. Rain, I want to visit Portugal. I do too. I want to visit a lot of places. Um, yeah, Portugal is definitely one of them. Lisbon. I forgot the names of other places, but yeah, somewhere around. I think because one of these days I am going to take a trip to Europe. And I know when you go to Europe, it's easy to visit a lot of those countries because they all right by each other. And they from what I hear, they have a hellified train system. So yeah, I definitely want to check out Portugal too. Indiana Trucker. Yep, as an owner op, you can't make plans, man. You gotta let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? From speaking from a man's perspective, is a girlfriend or your woman gonna be able to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? It's tough. To me, it's not tough. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's not tough. I'm just a different type of person, but I can put myself in the shoes of other people and think from a humane perspective. Yeah, because I know people got kids, people, you know what I'm saying? People got lives that involve other people. And this trucking, man, it'll shake stuff up. Yeah. Yeah, Alfonso. Alfonso, I feel like that now. My death truck pump put me down in Virginia for a week. Company I was leased to said, screw you. We got ooh. Yeah, bro. That happened to me. That happened to me in West Virginia. It wasn't mm, yeah, it happened to me in West Virginia. It was what was it? It was my fuel injector. And I was out probably for somewhere about a week in West Virginia, like right outside of Charleston, staying at a crackhead hotel. Cause this was like around 4th of July last year. So they had something going on in Charleston to where they was like overcharging for hotels or something like that. And I wasn't finna pay for them hotels. So I had to get the best Super 8. And there were number zombies around there, but I'm pretty much, I walk with the supreme power. I walk with the Lord, so I was cool. But that's why I had to stay at. You know what I'm saying? With you know what I'm saying, with the zombies. In the middle of nowhere. See, and then my truck break down. I never break down where it's fly at. Never. It's always some BS place. So yeah. Uh, where you from? Yeah, I already answered that. Indiana Trucker. Raymond Houston. I was stuck in Asheville, North Carolina when that hurricane happened. When was a hurricane? Was it yesterday? Roaster 21 Trucker. It took me 20 years to collect the info you've been putting out, but I appreciate the info about the truck shop. About in the truck shop. I never thought about that. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, my old school partner. You know, so I speak on him a lot. I call him OG. Yeah, he put me on to that. He been in the trucking industry for 20, 30 years. So he got all different types of ways to survive. And at first, let me see, how was I? It's hard to remember because ever since came up with my own little bathing system in my truck, I ain't looked back since. I ain't looked back since. I'm trying to see what was I doing? If I couldn't get a shower, yeah, if I couldn't get a shower, I would just have to be thirsty until I was able to get to a shower. But yeah, ever since I remember, I told OG, they was like, man, what you talking about? You better get you this and get you that and handle your business. So that's what I did, and I ain't looked back since. And I remember when I became adamant with using my little shower setup. I remember I had the shower set up, my little elaborate bird bath set up. I went into a Love's, and man, they had a long wait. I'm like, hell no. I went right to the truck, got myself together, and I ain't looked back ever since. I don't even mess around. I didn't got so I'm telling you, savage life. I didn't got so used to it. Like I used to want what I used to do when I first started using the shower. If I was at a truck stop, like in that case, with the Loves, they had a long line for people waiting for showers. I would always take a mug, one of them thermals. I would take it in there, and if I couldn't get no shower, I would just get hot water in that thermal, bring it back to the truck. I always keep 6 gallons of water in my truck. It probably about two gallons, 1.5 gallons will do me good. You know what I'm saying? And I'll pour that hot water and mix it in with the water because the water is usually cold room temperature. But room temperature can feel cold. But man, I didn't got so used to it, man. I use that water when it's room temperature, when it's cold. It's savagery. It's savagery. you know. But no, shout out to you though, Roaster 21 Trucker. Raymond, Houston, Florida is beautiful. Indiana Trucker, Fort Wayne, Indiana, my city I'm from. Okay, yeah. When I worked for Food Line, I used to deliver to this bakery. I think it was Aunt Millie's. I used to deliver to a Aunt Millie's in Fort Wayne. Cortez, what do you think about flatbed? I think flatbed is good because it's specialized. That ain't the road that I went down, but if you thinking about it, why not? You know what I'm saying? Me at this point in time, I'm kind of so set in my ways. It's like it's hazmat tanker or nothing. I ain't trying to do no work, but in hazmat tanker, we do work. You know what I'm saying? We have to sometime unload hoses, take the hoses from the back of our trucks and hook up hoses. A lot of times, I don't even have to unhook take my hoses down at customers. Customers they unload. So yeah, because a lot of times, man, on some real, I've been thinking about changing my wardrobe up a little bit because I dress like a trucker because I get dirty. So it ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have a room to be getting fresh like that because I'm gonna get dirty. So I just wear t-shirt, jeans, work boots. I look like a regular, basic standard trucker. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I be thinking like, man, you keep finding ways to reinvent yourself on the road to just make you know what I'm saying, to help your mental. So I've been thinking about, you know what I'm saying, get me some Air Maxes, couple get me like two pair of Air Maxes, keeping them in the truck. Get me some sweats, some not cool t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Just to spice my life up on the road a little bit, if you get what I'm saying. People who like staying fresh on the road, they know where I'm coming from. But what I do, we get dirty sometimes, so I just keep it trucking. Uh, Damn, I seen a flatbed driver die from a heart attack last week. Shit was sad. Oh wow, that ain't never good to hear about, man. Duddy Field, shout out to you, bro. What's a good tanker owner? Op company, man. It's plenty of them. Plenty of them. You can Google it. You can chat GPT it. They all the same. They pretty much all the same. From what I've learned, in each division, all the companies in that specific division, they all gonna have similar programs. Or what they paying is gonna be competitive. You know what I'm saying? But it's different companies, like owner op companies. You know what I'm saying? You got Tanker, you got Dana, you got KAG, you got Quality Carriers. I mean, they all pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta Google them. Wherever you stay at, Google all the companies. Or you can chat GPT and give you even more details on stuff. Google, see what fits you. Read, look, you know what I'm saying? Look at what they got going on. Look at the ratings. That's how I've always judged things too. Look at the ratings. You know, look at the reviews people leave on companies. But I put it like this: any company you see that got 4 stars might be a good company to mess with. The average company gonna have about 3 stars because you're gonna always have people that got something good to say, and you're gonna have people that's gonna be complaining. 3.5, it all depends. But if a company got 4 stars for reviews, probably a good company. So look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? STK Block, you got interest in ever starting the fleet? No. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really just kind of focused on what's in front of me right now. 910 AJ, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, bro. NO, I was in Germany 3 years with the army. Can you go anywhere with the train? You can go anywhere with the train. I highly recommend Crete, Greece, if you like paradise in front of the locals, and Rome, Italy, also Prague, Czech Republic. I definitely want to go to Italy. I plan on going to Italy. I plan on going to Milano, actually. Uh, they got this fragrance convention in Milano every year. I'm real heavy into colognes. That's what I'm doing this live. That's what I'm actually doing right now, sitting in front of my little shelf. I be real into colognes, man. Anybody out there in the colognes? Man, I'm gonna put y'all on something and see if y'all recognize. I've been in the colognes for a long time, but like I really probably like 2018 is when I really started stepping my game up. So my first niche cologne, cause like the colognes that be in like JCPenney, Macy's, those are considered designer. Then your next level up. But I'm gonna show you. This is the first niche cologne that I bought. Lafayette Street, bond number 9. Yeah, got it out of Saks Fifth. Yeah, shit. Cologne 5, man. What else? What else? Y'all that's in the cologne, I still keep this bottle right here, man. I still keep this cologne. This is a classic. Yeah, I've been having this cologne for long. Well, not this bottle, but this cologne. A lot of y'all might know this cologne, but this is a classic. And I'm kind of past. Well, I'm not too say I'm too. Oh yeah, you know. And when people get into colognes, people be fragrance snobs. I'm a little bit like that. Once you've been doing this for so long, you grow certain tastes. But there's certain colognes that's a classic. This is a classic. This Versace, I will always have this. I will always have this cologne. So yeah, just back to what the homie No was saying. Yeah, my first trip to Italy gonna be in Milan for sure. Raymond Houston, there's some low key Johns of West Virginia. Shh, I couldn't tell. Well, it might be. You know what? It might be. I think you had to be in a place long enough because I was on the dating site. It wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me, man. What I was seeing, it just wasn't. Nah. Car Cam 37. What's your favorite food on the road? Mexican food in Texas. Yes, because most of the time I prepare my own food. So, I pretty much, try to eat healthy. But when I'm in certain places, when I'm in Texas and I certain places and this that certain Mexican restaurant around, I break my diet for that. Yeah, so I have to say Mexican food specifically in Texas. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Anotha Trucka, you lease on, have your own authority. No, I'm leased on. Raymond, Houston, Renault, Virginia, Martinsville, Danville. I don't know if you were referring to like this where the chicks is at. I don't know if that was for me. Saint Laurent is good. The clear bottle one. Saint Laurent. You talking about this one? Eddie Baltazar. Why? Yeah. I be like, bro, I got a lot of bottles of cologne, but I don't really talk about it. Like honestly, I thought about starting a cologne channel, but that means I'm gonna have to buy cologne. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Nah. Like this shelf that I got right here. I made a promise to myself I would never fill this rack up or go past the space that I got on this rack. You know what I'm saying? I got too many that I be giving cologne away, bro. I didn't gave $200 and $300 bottles away. Um, yeah, I got too many. So right now I haven't been buying none. I just enjoy what I got. But I ain't gonna hold you up, man. Just to pop my shit real quick, man. I got an arsenal over here. It ain't a day, it ain't a time, it ain't an event that I'm not ready for. Mm-hmm. No, that's dope. I've been getting into colognes lately. I'm definitely into the designer realm. I like Hugo Boss bottle, Infinite, Dolce & Gabbana, the one, EDT, Chanel, Lauren Sport, Intense. Hey, hey, Lauren Sport, hey. Yeah. I kind of do this, man. I kind of do it. But yeah, this right here, it's fine, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that man fresh. Yeah, that for STK block, that Versace. And let me tell y'all something too, man. When it come to colognes, or some of y'all that I don't know what people at with cologne. I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't never about the price. It's about how it make you feel. Do you like it? Simple, simple. Yeah, I do got some expensive colognes. But a lot of colognes that I've gotten complimented on was colognes that was cheaper than some of the expensive colognes. So whatever smell good to you, man. Don't let people make you feel like you got to spend hella money. I'm gonna put y'all on something real quick. Real quick, I'm gonna read the rest of these messages, and I'm at. I'm gonna show y'all this, and I'm gonna read the rest of these messages, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I'm gonna put y'all on to something. When it comes to cologne, especially for people who want to take care of themselves for whatever life you on the road. When I first, you know what I'm saying, I used to then mess with dupes. I don't mess with copy colognes. Like you got dupe houses, like colognes that make copies of expensive colognes or the whatever the original cologne was. So it was this house called Dua. At first, I was prejudiced towards Dua. Like, man, I ain't wearing no fake colognes. But I got a homeboy. Matter of fact, this particular homeboy is the one who inspired me to step my game up in fragrances. But when he told me about Dua down the road, I'm like, yeah, you mess with Dua? And he told me why. So, Dua, for instance, they come in these bottles. I'm putting y'all on to something if you didn't know. But Dua come in these 30 ml bottles, you know what I'm saying? I got like 20 of these bottles. The average price for these colognes is probably like anywhere between $30, $60. You know what I'm saying? Any expensive cologne that you want and that you might be interested in, you might like Creed, you might like Baccarat. but you don't want to pay $300, $400 for the original bottle, you can go to Dua. And these bottles, these colognes, they smell like 95 to 97%, so close to the original. Like this right here, this is a version of Baccarat 540. I used to have Baccarat 540, but I sold it a couple years ago because I wasn't wearing it. I just really sold it to see if I can let it go. And I was just bullshitting. I put it on social media like, hey, I got the Baccarat for sale. I just wanted to see who was going to buy it. And I put a love price on there. That shit was gone by the end of the night. And after I sold it, I'm like, damn, I probably should have kept my Baccarat. But I ended up getting this. This is a Baccarat dupe from Dua. Paid like 30, $60, but this smell great. You know what I'm saying? These strategic for me for traveling. Like the last bottle I just bought, I don't know if y'all familiar with the Louis V colognes, but it's a very popular fresh cologne called Imagination. That bottle of cologne is like, it's over 300, it's about like $350. I can get it, but I just don't feel like paying for it right now. So what I did was I got the dupe. You know what I'm saying? To further notice. Because right now, man, we got to be conscientious about the things that we doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, I'd rather just pay the $60. No, this was $40. And this lasts. That's the thing about Dua colognes. They last longer, too. Once you spray them and you let them macerate for a while, they get stronger and they last. So instead of paying $350 for the Louis V, imagine $40. Gonna do the same thing. So yeah, I got quite a few of these up in here. But it's a little cologne game. Every once in a while, you know, I put y'all down a little something if you don't know. But I ain't gonna hold you up. I do rock with the colognes though. Did Andrew T Ford, did Andrew spook you with that autonomous trucking video? Chat GPC said that mess 5 years away. No, you know what'd be funny? I be noticing a lot of stuff that I be talking about, people be talking about it after me. Real talk. I try not to talk about the same, especially if I'm watching other people's channel. A lot of stuff that Chase and Andrew be talking about, either, I don't know if he watched my channel. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen stuff that I've talked about first, and then I seen him talking about it. Real talk. Or I see other people mention other things. I'm trying to pinpoint. Like ChatGPT. Let me see. Let me hold on. Let me be honest. When because I've been hearing about ChatGPT, but I just started messing with it a month ago. So let me see. What did he inspire me to mess with ChatGPT? Did he? You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think Chase and Andrew did inspire me to mess with ChatGPT. But it was other things leading up to that. But as far as the autonomous trucking, nah, I already been thinking that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? But no, he ain't spooked me. I already been thinking that with the autonomous trucks. Eddie Baltasar, Bucci's is cool. I never been there. Chris Brooks, what up, coach? Salute to you, bro. How you doing, fam? Man, that's a great fragrance for sure. Gotta be smelling good out there. Yeah, you already know. Curve, yeah. I used to have Curve. Definitely. Um, Indiana Trucker. Yeah, the food in Texas, Mexican barbecue. Been driving 10 years. I'm done with driving in the snow in Indiana. Texas made my #1 pick. Not there yet, but actively looking. Oh, you definitely gonna get there, man. You definitely gonna get there. And I feel you. I'm getting to a point. It's gonna get to a point to where I'm not gonna be doing no driving in the winter, period. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got there yet. I'm still hustling. You know, to where I got to get that money. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna come to a point to where, yeah, I'm gonna be retired from driving in the winter. It's gonna get to a point to where when the winter time come in the Midwest, I'm gonna be trying to go out the country. You know what I'm saying? STK Block looking to Montage House. They got some fire for Louis and other brands. Montage? Let me see. Is it Montage or Montel? Because I got Montel. Let me know if it's Montel. Because If you say it's Montel, then I'm gonna show you something that I got from Montal. But I don't know. You said montage. I don't know if it's I don't know if you meant to say montage or Montal. But I'm gonna look into montage. I'm gonna look into that. No, how do you spell that company's name for these cologne dupes? It is DUA Dua. DUA. Or you can type in DUA brand. Yep. Wild Beer Trucking. Hey man, salute to you, bro. I've definitely seen you around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brazil. Yep. That's my spot. Love it. Uh but salute to you for stopping through, man. For sure. STK Block. Uh you are not your average trucker to living free trying to. Yeah. I think I'm from I haven't seen too much of not your average trucker. I think I probably glanced past his stuff. I've definitely seen his know that name, but Trucking Free, yeah, I rock with Trucking Free. I like what he be talking about. Good, clean, straight to the point advice, and he be spitting game. He be spitting game. And you know what's funny about him? That be cracking me up. Like on his he's very professional the way he presents himself on his videos. He don't do no cursing. You know what I'm saying? Nice, good meat and potatoes advice. But when people be trying to come at him in the comment section, he be getting down and dirty with him. You know, I be cracking up like, woo. Yeah, I just see him get at some people in the comment section, people who try to come at him. But that's, hey man, when you like I say, when you take a stance, especially in this trucking, man, people gonna come at you. They come at me. They gonna. Why would somebody want to come at Trucking Free? You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter who you are. People gonna get at you. But I'm gonna have to go check out Not Your Average Trucker, man. I definitely seen that name. Yeah. Eddie Baltazar is a big supermarket in Texas. Bucci's. Yeah, yeah. Or Bucky's. I don't know if it's pronounced Bucci's or Bucky's, but yeah, I know. I've seen them. And I know they don't want us up in there. They don't want truckers. They don't want truckers up in there. Deontay C, what up, though, from Detroit, man? Salute to you, man. Another Detroit player up in here, man. You know what? I keep saying that I am gonna come to Detroit, man. I'm gonna come to Detroit for like a weekend. I never really been out there and kicked it, but I said I'm gonna come out there to Detroit, man. Kick it like downtown, man, just for a weekend. Come do some city slicking out there, man. I've been hearing positive things about Detroit. I mean, I know the D is still the D, but as far as like growth, been hearing, you know what I'm saying? The city is growing, so I definitely want to come check it out. Indiana Trucker, how long you been growing your hair? The last time I had a haircut was in November 2023. Yep, and when I got my ass kicked by my first major expense, I ain't cut my hair since. So I don't know how long I'm gonna keep it going. I think once I reach I got some goals, and once I reach these goals, then I'll probably cut my hair. But for right now, it's the hair is growing along with my journey. So, yep. STK Block Montage Perfume. Okay, I'm gonna look into them. I'm gonna check them out. Chris Brooks is Dream Chaser 550 from the comments. I don't know. I don't know who that is. But yeah, man, finna get ready to cut up out of here in a few minutes, man. Any other questions, man? Go ahead and shoot for it. We just chopping it up, man. I didn't have nothing specific to talk about. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to put y'all. Let me see. Let me see, man. Man. Now I don't want to take the topic away. Oh yeah, Chris, for sure. Responsible for your own equipment. Yeah. That's the best because people been arguing about what's the owner operator. You ain't got your authority. You ain't no owner operator. So I just say, man, he's being responsible for your own equipment. SDK Block, what's your goals for your channel overall? You know what my goal is for my channel? To run into one of y'all one day. And you be like, man, you Vonnie EC? You another trucker? Like, yeah, what's happening, man? How you doing? And you be like, yeah, man, I've been watching your channel for X amount of time, man. You know what I'm saying? I got in the truck and I've been doing this. And then you be like, man, you point, and it's your truck. Possibly with a tank on the end of it, but it's your truck, bought and paid for. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, yeah, man, this mine. This mine. Yeah, I was watching your channel, man, and that's the purpose for my channel. That's the plans for my channel, to see that. But as far as like going forward, yeah, I am gonna like step up eventually. You know what I'm saying? Step up the quality of my channel. I want to start doing more vlogging, but man, it ain't my vlog. It ain't nothing. It ain't fun, bro. You know whose channel was fun that I see some here and there is a Road Runner Nia. Yeah, she be she be moving around like her channel. She know how to present her channel. You know, most females, they know how to. She do her channel right, and with what she got going on, from what I see, just video I might stop and check out here and there. She's doing things in trucking that is colorful. She's in different fly places. She's in LA. She was in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? She know how to, you know what I'm saying? She know how to put that flavor on her channel. Like how I'm running, my shit boring, dog. I'm going to the same places. It ain't nothing around. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, I really want my channel to be, I just want it to be an inspiration, man. I want people to see the positive side of trucking, even though we talk about everything, but I want people to see the hard work. You know what I'm saying? I want people to see what the fruits can be. You know, even like when I travel, I want to get it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I have good cameras and stuff where I can get good footage, you know, when I'm going overseas, just to kind of make everything in life, everything like a lifestyle in the sense, like, yeah, he doing all this from trucking. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to go get me a property and we rehabbing it or whatever the case may be, I'm recording this, putting it on my channel. What is he doing all this from? He's doing it from trucking. I just want to be a person that people see as being productive in trucking. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a channel where I'm just, everything is doom and gloom. You know, the only reason I'm able to do these videos, because I'm coming from a place of positivity. Like, yeah, we talking about stuff that's going to be uncomfortable sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to get people the real about trucking so your mindset can be right and you can come up in this thing and take advantage of it how you need to. You know what I'm saying? Deontay C. I plan to get in the truck and coming from working warehouses, plants, factories all my life. I'm 32, make a better living for myself while doing something which I look. Man, get in the trucking. Get in the trucking and get into something specialized. I'm gonna go ahead and say hazmat tankers, man. I'm just gonna go ahead. It can be flatbed, it can be whatever. But just do something specialized, dog. You want to land in something specialized for real. But yeah, do that. And yeah, you at a good age. You probably like just a couple years younger from when I got in the trucking when I was 34. So yes, do that. Do that. Hell yeah. No. Hey man, I appreciate your time. Thanks for the invite. Be safe out there. I'm gonna stay tuned. Hey man, I appreciate you. Definitely, man. Stay tuned, man. Deontay C. I plan on saving a year worth of bill money to deal with the low wages while earning my dues or starting out with trucking. Would you say that's a good plan to follow? Hell yeah. That's what I did when I first came into trucking. When I came into trucking butt ass naked. No, I didn't. I think I probably had like $100 in my pocket, but I ain't had no bills, no rent, no mortgage, no car notes, nothing. I purposely did that. Came in the trucking, and my whole goal was to go OTR and stack my bread up. And that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? For the first 5 months, I was with Swift, but I ended up getting fired from Swift because of preventable incidents. So that changed my journey a little bit. Then I ended up having to come back local. And being local, let's see, with what I had planned in mind, I didn't want to do local. Because I knew once I went back local, I was going to fall back in the same habits. Now you kicking it with bras. Now you spending money. Now you buying clothes. When I first came in with Swift, I was on a completely different time frame. I didn't care about no clothes. I didn't care about no females. I didn't care about nothing. All I cared about was being on the road and stacking my bread. So yes, you should do that. Yes, if you got that mind frame, if you ain't got nothing else to worry about, yes. I don't know if you got kids or a family, but if you single, yes, fam. And use that truck to your advantage. Indiana Trucker. Damn, your hair long, 2 years growing. I'm trying to grow mine, but this shit ain't growing. Sticking up. Hardly no time hang back. How long you been growing it? How long you been growing it? You know, the thing about my hair, um, I don't know if you got the same grade of hair that I got, man, but yeah, my hair did get long, but you know, my grade of hair, our hair, it nap up quick. You know what I'm saying? Car Can 37. Do you use CB radio? Do you talk to non-truckers? Man, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I do have a CB radio in my truck. I just haven't put it in yet. I tried to install it, but it's like a wire that I'm supposed to hook up to the CB that's not in my truck. So I just haven't had a chance to take it to a professional shop. But I do have a CB. Um, when do who knows? I don't know. Well, but I got the CB in my truck. I'm gonna get it put in there eventually. Yeah. ST Block. Yeah, she a nice little something. Oh, you must be talking about Road Running Near. Yeah. Yeah. She out here doing her thing, man. She be flexing. Yeah. With your channel based on some real shit, that's why I tapped in. We go watch. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That's the only way I can do it, man. That's the only way I can do it. I'll try to get people that's been close to me in the trucking. Yeah, people ain't. Like I say, everybody ain't got the mind for this, man. Like, whoo, you got to be tough. And if you can get past the threshold of dealing with what trucking got to offer, man, this trucking ain't that bad. Yeah, when you look at what you got to embrace, but that's why I say having a plan, because some of y'all might want to have a family. You might want kids, man. You might want these things. If you in your 20s, man, that's why, man. And if you want, you in your 20s, you might want that. And that's why I get on people about like, man, starting off young and being focused. And you consistent when you're young. By the time you get to your 30s and stuff, man, 30s, you still young. You might want a family, you might want some kids. You know what I'm saying? You have more leverage over your life. You know what I'm saying? To where you kind of can control your time a little bit more, man. Like, just don't want to be out here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because time will pass. Time will pass. Not that that's how I feel, but I can always put myself in other people's shoes and see how they feel. And I just seen some videos where it was some people who had some regrets from being in trucking. Even people who say that they bought things and they spent money and they got nice things. They've been out here 20, 30, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Brooks, Road Runner, reading thirst trapping with the yams. Hey man, I don't knock the way she get her money. She get her bread. Yeah, she know what she doing. She know what she doing, and it's hook, line, and sinker. Can't knock her though. You know what I mean? Hey. Hey. Oh my God. Indiana Trucker. Hey man, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Straight up. I'm gonna answer this last question. I'm gonna cut out, man. I've been growing mine since September last year. What you use to make it grow? Grease, product, shampoo, conditioner. Uh, what was I putting in my head? I use this castor oil. It's like this, I think it's like this Jamaican castor oil, and it's lavender. So I always use that in my hair, you know what I'm saying? Put it in my scalp. I use bergamot hair grease. You know, I use that, keep my hair moisturized. When it comes to like shampoos, I had this for a while. I've been using this shea butter shampoo. It's like a shea butter shampoo, shea butter conditioner. I was using that, but right now I'm using an olive oil shampoo. So I don't know if it's like some magic thing to make your hair grow. The best thing about maintaining and growing your hair is just keeping your hair healthy and keeping your scalp greased. You know what I'm saying? Washing your hair every couple weeks. I don't know how often people wash their hair, but I go to the gym, so I be having to wash my hair, you know, well, with braids, I try to get my braids done every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Anything after that, it start getting hairy, you know. Um, but yeah, yeah. I get braided up every 2 weeks, most of the time. But yeah, man, my battery finna die out, man. It's damn, bro. Y'all, man, 34 likes, bro. That's cool, man. Salute to y'all. And the reason I'm saying that because, like I say, most people are always. I don't even think to ask for these things. I always see content creator get the likes up, get the likes up. I think that was probably the most people up in here at one time was 30 something people, and the likes matched the number of people that was up in here. Man, y'all, yeah, I appreciate that support, man. And that's what keep me going with this, and that's what make me want to step up the channel, make it worthwhile. You know who got a cool? Before I go, I forgot this dude's name. I forgot this dude's name. What somebody might have said his name earlier when they said they like me, not your average trucker. I don't know if it's not your average trucker, but it's a cat from California, kind of medium built, light skinned dude. Got a black peak, and he make good, nice, good, positive videos about trucking. But I like the way he shoot his videos. It's like artful. Like he really take the time to create art while he getting his point across. He ain't just sitting there talking like I am. Like he got, it's like a movie, like a documentary watching his videos. I like that. That's, you know what I'm saying? Not copying him, but I want to, you know what I'm saying? Make my videos interesting. And just to give myself something to do, something extra, something to, you know what I'm saying? Make spare downtime fun. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot that dude's name though, but some of y'all might know who he is. What's his name? Can't even think of it. He might be not your average trucker. Um, but yeah, this particular trucking content creator, man, he got good camera quality. I like the way he shoot his videos. You know what I'm saying? He really put work into it. So yeah, man. But I'm finna get on up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. And hey man, if y'all on the road, man, stay safe. If you off today, enjoy your Friday. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. And till the next time, man, y'all be easy.